Welcome to Heather's Do Vegas. Join your hosts, Heather Ashley and Heather Nichole, your go-to duo for the latest gossip, style tips, and insider scoops from Sin City.
Let's do this.
Welcome to Heather's Do Vegas. I'm Heather Ashley.
And I'm Heather Nichole. Happy week, everyone.
Happy week. Okay, you look stunning. You are giving me some Maryland vibes.
Okay, I'll take it. You also look stunning. This is my Emmys Red Carpet dress that I sat on the couch and watched it wearing.
Yes.
A little pink for you. Not on Wednesday.
Right, yeah. Well, every day we wear pink.
Yes.
We have a great show. Tons to talk about. We're going to be covering salacious pop culture news, reality TV, and of course our Vegas adventures. Are you ready to do this?
I'm always ready. You know that I'm always ready. Let's do it.
Let's go. Sean P Diddy Combs. My friend, you have a lot of explaining to do. I have to read this word for word. I'm not even going to pretend like I know it off the top of my head.
Go for it.
Arrested in Manhattan hotel where he's been living, charged with sex trafficking and racketeering since 2008. He's a vast criminal enterprise through which he's assaulted and trafficked women for many years. Been many accounts of him being tied to people's deaths, mysterious disappearances, crazy accidents, among many things. And daily this news is changing and being updated. More and more people are coming forward. They've raided his homes, as we know, and the most interesting news as of late are these freak-off parties, which I'm just waiting for the merch to come out. Personally, I
don't know how there hasn't been one on YouTube or Page 6.
I already tried looking up the trademark, and people were all over it. So, so the freak-offs. Are you familiar with this? Is this one of those terms again I'm late to the party for, like pineapples and unicorns?
Pineapples you should know about, but yes.
I'm afraid to shop anymore.
I know.
Okay. So the freak off includes what they found in his home, this over 1,000 vials of lubricant and pink powder. Which I'm assuming, or I've heard too, is that the pink powder is cocaine that they've made pink, which I'm all here for the pink part, the first part, not
clearly.
So much.
Look, I think I haven't heard a lot about the case, but the fringes of it, of what I've heard, just like the R. Kelly situation, I think that anyone that worked for him at any point in time is complicit. These people don't get this stuff accomplished without having people that support this and keep their secrets.
100%.
I'm a huge Aubrey O'Day fan from back in the day, and she's been pretty vocal about it over the years. Mm-hmm. And sure sounds like something happened to her.
Yeah.
Looks like they built a good case. They waited to arrest him.
Yeah, it does sound like they have a really solid case. They're not letting him out on bail. He'd asked to stay at his Miami home,
Florida.
Not let any female visitors in, and he would have a log of visitors he'd turn over, and they said, no, ma'am.
Yep, witness tampering potential.
Yeah.
Did you see the Cassie video?
I did see that. And I'm surprised it's taken this much time. And when I'm listening to various people reporting on this, not only news sources, but bloggers, podcasters, people just reporting on celebrity news, it is like a modern day Hugh Hefner situation. And if you've
I think it's more like Harvey Weinstein.
Watched any of the docuseries on Hugh Hefner? I mean, he was doing the same thing. essentially. It's just, you can't get away with it really anymore because there's just too much information sharing out there.
Yes.
And
you're one live broadcast away from an arrest in real time.
Yeah.
It just takes one person to do it.
Yeah. So, I think,
we'll see.
I think the PSA for the boys and girls from the Heathers is, you walk into a party and you see 1,000 vials of lube and pink powder. Get a little video, get a few photos that you can sell to TMZ.
Yeah. Make some coin.
Walk to the door and then run.
GTFO. I know.
You can
if it smells like lube, get out of there.
Yeah.
That's hot.
The Emmys. What? So you all are going to learn we are huge award show fans, and so this is just. That's why we're still in our red carpet outfits. I've been
we are
since Sunday.
Yes,
mine's just too
night
tight.
And day.
I can't get out of it, so I've been sleeping in it.
Oh, and I just walk the dog like this because dudes like dogs, so they always stop me. We have a tradition that we will always watch all the nominated movies for Academy Awards. Are the most that we can of the 10. Now there's 10. So we do the best that we can before it comes on. Emmys is a little different. We tend to watch, the popular ones are the ones that we like, but not all of them.
Yes, it's hard to get to all of the nominated. There's so many categories, and then there's so many nominees. A few of my favorites for sure that won, Hacks, Baby Reindeer. I enjoyed that. And what I really liked, especially with him, is that he, his true story came from nowhere, this beautiful Cinderella story, and blew away all of these Hollywood A-listers and the establishment. And I thought it's such a great story.
Yeah, you told me to watch that. I didn't know anything about it, which is my favorite, so I watched it. I did see the controversy about The Bear winning. And have you seen The Bear?
I tried watching that, and it was a little too sporadic. It was just...
yeah, it gives you anxiety.
Yes, yeah. I felt like
it does.
I was going to call you up for a Xanax prescription because...
Next time you watch The Bear, the only answer is yes, chef. Yes, chef. But nonetheless, they don't like that was a comedy. It's not a comedy. Hacks was upset. I love Gene Smart. I love Hacks. It's set in Vegas.
Yes. Yeah, we're proud of that. We're hoping that the storyline turns back to Vegas, and
we could tell you it was actually filmed in Vegas by seeing the locations. We never saw them filming, but we know it was filmed here.
Mm-hmm. Great show. I thought it was hosted really well, and I really enjoyed it.
Take it or leave it.
Another great show, speaking of TV, The Perfect Couple on Netflix. Have you been watching that?
I did watch it.
What'd you think?
It was just okay for me. Just okay. It was almost a repeat. It gave me White Lotus vibes that was missing something. I did watch most of it all in one setting. I do love Nicole Kidman. And they, the cast did not like doing that group dance, which is now like the most famous part of the movie, because I didn't feel like it fit in. But what do you think about it?
At first I thought it was very cheesy, and then I let myself go with it. I just said, throw caution to the wind, and I love the little dance. It's probably my favorite part. It's campy. But the characters, I was drawn into the characters, and I love Nicole Kidman's character. I wish I could kind of be more like that icy, stoic, always says the perfect thing at the right time.
Oh, why? She's not relatable at all.
It's just, I loved it. I loved it. And
resonates with you?
Dakota Fanning, every episode, just, she kept giving us more and more, and loved her in that. And then did you know Eve Hewson, who played the, kind of main character, if you will, the soon-to-be daughter-in-law to Nicole Kidman's character, she's Bono's daughter.
Oh, no.
I know.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I was surprised.
I hate to say it, but some of the scenes where she was looking at Nicole Kidman, there was no emotion. Gorgeous. She's gorgeous. But she was just, it was flat.
Mm-hmm.
I need something.
Yeah.
More than black hair and blue eyes, which I wasn't mad at. But she's got time.
Yeah.
She's fresh out of the gate with an Academy Award winner.
She's probably relatively new.
That's hot.
So let's slip into our reality bites. I just learned Dr. Nicole Martin, who is on Real Housewives of Miami, she is not returning this season due to postpartum anxiety after giving birth to her second child. I'm disappointed.
Do you think that's true? I am too.
I have heard a little conspiracy theory, if you'd like to hear it.
I would love to hear it, because I love Nichole. I do believe we really wanted to meet her, and we missed her. I don't even remember seeing her.
I don't remember seeing her either. So what I've heard is that this is a little bit of, she's taken a step out of the limelight a little bit, because people had already been snooping around into her husband's affairs. And that came up last season, that he had been followed. And they appear on the show to be extremely wealthy. And he's a successful personal injury attorney there in Miami. However, it's given us Erica Jane and Tom Girardi vibes, where, okay, you are a successful attorney, but does that really afford a $30 million home and $10 million boat?
Interesting.
That's a lot. That's a lot. And
look, I find her extremely relatable. She is, an anesthesiologist, which means she had 12 to 15 years of school minimum. I think she still wants to be famous and be on the show, because she was in those commercials for the Clorox wipes. So I don't think she had any intention of leaving the platform. It looks like it was out of her control, but don't kill me. I already unfollowed her. I'm here for the looks, honey.
Yeah, no.
If you're not going to do a look on Instagram, you gotta go.
I better watch out. You are vicious.
I was like, out of here. You're out of here.
One false move and I won't hear from you again.
No, you're serving looks. That's all I need. I need a look.
The Housewives of Salt Lake City premiered. Give me some thoughts on that.
Okay, so I go back and forth on Heather Gay. I mean, she automatically gets a little bit of a heart in our book because she's in our Heather Club. Right. But I haven't really enjoyed her too much in the last 2 years. But they set such a good tone in this first episode for some drama, and they're serving me looks. I like that Angie's friends with who was not on there last year, the one that falls asleep all the time.
Mary?
Mary. Angie and Mary are friends. I liked that. Makes Mary look much better. But I just love Whitney. I'm a huge Whitney fan. I don't like Heather and Whitney have contention, and Whitney just started off. I don't know where you go when you start off like that.
It was a rough scene. They're all at not Meredith's, but Remind me.
Baby Gorgeous's dinner.
I'm totally blanking out. At the dinner, her Bessos Galentine's dinner.
Vita dinner.
And all the girls just start ganging up on Whitney.
Lisa. Yes.
And they each had their little beef. And, hey, she got it out of the way. Episode 1, where she's getting jumped on. And so we'll see what happens from there. What are you...
Look, two things. Number one, they violated your rule. Your rule, when you look at it through the lens of your rule of now they're good housewives, it's almost like they amped up the activity because that other table was quiet, right? Mm-hmm. And now I'm blanking out. We'll have to cut this, but I can't even remember what I was going to say now. I'm so tired.
What do you think of the two, right, there's two new people. There's...
Love them.
The one that doesn't wear costumes but wears fashion.
Bronwyn, number 2.
Bronwyn, yes. Bronwyn, number 2.
Bronwyn, number 2. Yeah, you can't leave the house looking like that anywhere anymore. Dressed up right now is dressed out. You gotta leave the house dressed down. So I love that. I like dress up. I want to see you dressed up so that I fit in.
And clearly, I want to know what Bravo / the producers had to say to Mary to shake her out of her coma and kind of get back with it. And they re-engaged her as a main...
There's only one thing you could say to Mary.
You just paid her more?
1 figure, 2 figure, 3, 3 figure, 4 figure, 5 figure. And then she caved, right? Somewhere in this range? Yeah. 6 figures? Has to be, right?
What's funny about her is that she seems to be the least interested in doing the show, being there.
Looks like she hates it.
Looks like she hates it, but yet it's almost like they're dragging her by the wig, and spiking her up and throwing her in front of the light, and there's a million women trying to beat down that door to take her place.
Right, but she's serving labels. She may not do the labels well, but she's got labels head to toe. I'm here for that. I need to see that. It needs to be things that are not attainable if you're going to be on a Bravo Housewives. Actually, Andy said that was one of the rules. You have to have a lifestyle that is unattainable for most people.
Right. We'll see where this goes. Fun stuff to talk about. You went on an exciting adventure.
Yes. So they sent me to Charleston, South Carolina last week, last minute. I got the call late Saturday, confirmed Sunday to leave Sunday or Monday morning. So I flew from dear Las Vegas to Charleston, which, is just a short commute to work. There's no straight flights. And I was able to stay on King Street and take in all that I could in after work. I worked. And then I walked up and down King Street. I saw Sewing Down South. I called Craig to let him know I was coming. He didn't return my call. Mm-hmm. He did not. My dad said he doesn't care who comes to Thanksgiving dinner, if it's Craig, Shep, or Austin, as long as one of them made it. We're waiting to see who comes to Thanksgiving dinner. I mean, he looks like a short king to me, right? He was super nice when we met him. Whitney, my dad's not picky. He doesn't care. But nonetheless, so I was able to, walk up and down the streets and take in some of, the restaurants. The food was phenomenal. On a Monday and a Tuesday in Charleston, it's virtually very quiet. Some of the restaurants are even closed. So if you travel there, be prepared for stores to close at 6. It's a very different. People are not as outgoing as they are here. But I wanted to tell you my fun part of the journey. I recently learned that it's a very paranormal hot spot, and the hotels are pretty old. So after I heard that, I realized that the first night I was sleeping, I felt something sit on me. And it was such a marked depression, when it sat on me, I thought to myself, don't move, don't move, don't move. And then I turned the TV on because I didn't want to be in the dark. Now I actually know that it's possible I had an experience.
Interesting. So you're saying there was an impression?
I felt something sit on my arm right here.
Ooh.
I could feel it. Mm-hmm.
The ghost of Craig?
I mean, a girl could dream. A girl could dream. It just seems everyone in Charleston is a lawyer or wants to be a lawyer. It's a thing. Nobody dresses up. You cannot leave the house with heels on.
And you said you went to Sewing Down South.
So I walked by it. At the time I walked by it, it was still open. There was no one in the store. It's very small. What it looks like on TV makes it look like it's a very large storefront. It's not.
And that's Craig Conover's store.
Pillow store.
Store.
Yes. I went to Republic. I walked in Republic. That's also small. I went to Lamar's. I went to Bubbles and Bourbon. I went to Uptown. Everything's really fun. I think it's like the Las Vegas of the East Coast. There's lots of bachelorette parties that go there. But it was, it's a college town, so there's a college on King Street, basically. So it's a pretty young crowd. Not perfect, but
yeah,
interesting experience nonetheless.
Sounds like it would have been fun over the weekend had you been there.
Yes. But. Yes, I agree. Yep.
Well, good. Well, I'm glad you're able to check out those little Bravo hotspots. You can check that off your list. And next time you do see Craig and Shep, you have something in common to talk with them about.
You didn't talk about, yes. We'll have lots to talk about. Don't worry about that. There's a lot.
All right, so we're going to segue right into our Vegas updates and adventures. And so one of the last episodes, we talked about the Tropicana Hotel implosion. And so come to find out some news, if you are interested in seeing that implosion, the Foundation Room on top of Mandalay Bay, they are hosting an implosion watch party from 10:30 p.m. to 3 a.m. on October 8th. They're taking reservation requests. Check their website. I so far don't see that they are selling tickets admission, but it looks like you just make a reservation to go into the bar club, and then you can just purchase drinks and food or do dining reservations. But that is definitely the best view is from the Foundation Room looking down at the Tropicana.
Yeah, they have an open air balcony, so I would think you might even see, some of the dust in the air. That'd be an amazing experience.
Yes, yeah. Black Eyed Peas, they're going to be doing a residency here in Vegas. Had you heard about that?
I did hear about that, but it's not with Fergie, right?
No.
Is she retired?
She is not a part of it. I don't know. Do people want to go see that without Fergie, though?
I don't think so. They've had a smattering of hits here and there. Will.i.am's had a few more by himself, but I don't think they've had a recording for a brief stint.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Where's it at? Do you know where the residency's at?
It is at, I believe it's at the Planet Hollywood Theater, which is a pretty big theater.
Yeah. So if that theater, I would recommend not sitting in the balcony, not sitting in the back section. I mean, there's a chance we could probably get some really good tickets, so we should check it out if we get good tickets then. We'll see. It's one of those theaters where it's a little hard to stand up because it slopes. So if you're standing up, so someone behind you can't see.
Online betting guide is reporting that Lady Gaga is now the favorite to secure the next residency at the Las Vegas Sphere. That was
I say
exciting.
no on that.
Why?
She's got too much going on. She's, planning a wedding that would essentially, like, she couldn't do any movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure she really wants to be in Vegas off and on for however many months that is. It's a commitment, right? We're at the end of Adele's, and Adele's going to retire.
It seems like these residencies are a couple of months. It's not like every weekend.
Yeah, it's a loose term.
Yeah, residency is, we've seen it used for people who've played 3 weekends.
3 shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 shows in one weekend.
We should have a residency.
Yeah, residency is used fast and loose.
Yeah. We'll schedule one for us.
Yes, yeah. Okay, I had the chance to visit a place I've been wanting to go to for a while all summer, and I'm glad that I waited when the weather was a little cooler. And this is the Happy Camper, located at the Fashion Show Mall. It is right on Las Vegas Boulevard, on the street level, on the corner of the Fashion Show Mall. So you can just right from the street walk up through Happy Camper. I will be posting a montage of my experience there. It's adorable. It is basically all outdoor. There is a ceiling covering, so you're not exposed to the sun, but it's not an indoor restaurant. It's all outdoor, astroturf on the floor, picnic tables, fire pits that you can, reserve, like you're camping around a fire pit. Really, really cute. And then they kind of bling it out with disco balls on the ceiling.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. The bar, there's a couple bars all over. They have a really cute, those streamliners. You've seen those. They're the silver little campers. Mm-hmm. So they have a little one right there in the restaurant, and you walk inside, and that's where they sell their merchandise.
Oh, cute.
It's absolutely adorable. The food was good. I wasn't blown away. It's pretty much elevated bar food, nachos, burgers, things like that. But the portions were really big. So you don't need to, you could easily share one entree with two, so you can get a couple things and just share. And one of the things.
But they have a brunch too, right?
Oh, they do. Yes. I'm glad you mentioned that. So they have a happy hour Monday through Thursday, 3 to 6. And then I love this. I'm in love with this name. The Struggle Bus Brunch. Like that. I mean, how many times have you felt like you're on?
I can't relate to that at all.
You're on the struggle bus Monday.
No.
Saturday, Sunday. Monday.
Never happens to me.
And it is, so the Struggle Bus Brunch is Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 3.
Ooh. Nice.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's a cute place. A little, like one of these little tidbits that you probably will only hear from somebody like me is it's still warm out, not so much by our standards, but probably somebody from Canada. And their misters that they have going on are insane. You will not be hot at all. I'm telling you, I was almost going to buy a sweatshirt from the Airstreamer because I was like,
because like a music video.
I was getting chilly. Yeah, I mean,
you're like eating a Carl's Jr. hamburger on a car.
Yeah, I mean, it was about to turn into like a wet t-shirt contest. It was. Yeah. The misters are on point. So kudos to them.
Nice.
Don't worry if you are there and it's triple digits. You will be just fine.
That's good.
And then likewise,
nice.
I'm going to assume their heaters are just as stellar as our weather does get cooler, and it does get cold here. It does snow once in a while.
To us. It gets cold to us.
To us, and yeah. Well, that does
which is 70 and below. It does. Yeah, we're wrapping up another show.
We're wrapping up. Hey, so I got to remind everybody that we can be in your lives 24/7. Anytime you want, you're like, I need to see Heather Ashley's dress again. I need to see Heather Nichole and her va-va-voom again. Guess what? You can on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We're there. Heather's Do Vegas, and do is spelled DEUX. Please follow us. Leave us some comments. I'm starting to get some comments that I'm going to start sharing on our show so that you know that we appreciate your feedback.
Leave us a comment below, and we'll both tell you we're wearing the same designer right now. Ironically, we'll tell you what that is, but you got to come to our Instagram to find out.
Yes.
It's one of our favorites. It's my favorite.
Yes. Be sure to always leave us a review and rate and review us. That really helps and keeps our show going and bringing you all the amazing information that you love. So,
we're always going to give you good earrings.
And good earring.
Good earring. We're serving good earring. Yes. So be sure you subscribe, like us, comment. We appreciate it.
And until next time,
don't do anything we wouldn't do.
That's a wrap. We hope you had as much fun as we did. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, leave a review, and follow us on all our social media for behind-the-scenes moments and updates. Heather's Do Vegas is produced by John Taylor for the Act 3 Agency.